Do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Ah, yeah. Thanks, Shia. We are in the streaming mindset. Thank you to the one and only. Morning, everybody. It's been a few days hanging out with family and whatnot. We'll be doing that again here in a few more days. But until then, should be doing some morning drum streams followed by some gaming streams. Gonna play some Far Cry 6 today. First time playing through that. Played through all of the others, I think. Maybe I skipped one. I don't remember. Anyways, we're going to be chopping out this morning, just getting the blood flowing, having some fun drumming. Weird concept, I know. But before I do that, just want to say thank you, Jay, and thank you, Justin, for following on Facebook. I am live on Facebook, Kick, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Or X, I guess. I mean, does anyone actually call it that? The best place to go is actually YouTube. It's got all of my drumming stuff neatly organized in the playlists, like on the home screen right here, and I create a bunch of gaming and computer science education stuff as well. So this is the easiest way to sort through it. You just simply click, and then boom, it only shows you all the drumming playlists, so that way you don't have to see the gaming stuff if you're not interested in gaming. But if you're not interested in gaming, what? How could that be? Okay, we're going to warm up, and there are a bunch of chop exercises, some limb independence stuff, some charts to read on drum kit. There's like over 700 grid variations, but I'm actually going to go all the way down into the technique section, and I'm going to warm up with some triplet diddle. We're going to do the 4-count version, and we're going to do it with normal diddles rather than an inverted diddle, which an inverted diddle I talk about in some other streams. But instead of going right, left, you have the same rhythm, and you go right, left. So instead of right, left. So, fun little variation. Try it out if you haven't. It's great for working on that second note interpretation of the diddle. Make sure that it is placed in time and not rushed. We're going to start off at a nice leisurely 140, and we'll go up by a few. And then I'm going to stretch and massage. And then we will speed it up even more and just kind of have fun playing other chop stuff. Actually, let's just go by ones. And then after I stretch, we'll go up by a few. Whoopsies. Two more reps. That's perfect. Last rep. Itchy nose. Thanks for the kind words, Madeline. I enjoy doing the streams, but we're going to stretch and massage now. So first thing I'm going to do is actually switch over to this view. So we're going to hold the sticks so that they're facing up. And you pull it in, you follow through, and you push it out, and oh yeah, it's a good stretch. Madeline, what do you like about the streams? Do you like the drumming ones? Do you like the gaming ones? Do you like when it's goofy? Do you like when it's Fortnite and I'm lasering people? Today I'm going to be playing a new game called Far Cry 6. Haven't played that. And somehow, I have a feeling there's going to be a not-so-nice person in it. I've played, I think, all of the prior Far Cries. And they're fun. There's, like, usually some kind of dude who is on a path to destroy the world, and we're going to stop that. Thank you for the like, Aaron. Appreciate you. So if you do traditional rotate hold there, all the above, you're really big into drumming though. Nice. Well, I'm glad to hear these drumming streams are helpful in some way. All of the resources on the website that are for free. I was just creating like what I wish I had when I was younger, back in the day. Wish I had play-alongs for thousands of hours of content. We're going to stretch right here. So you could do it one at a time. You could do this on the pad, or you could do this on the wall. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch is a good stretch. Just don't put all your weight into it. You don't want to wreck stuff. Oh, yeah. Nice. Now that we've stretched there, we're now going to stretch the top side. So you could do it like this. You could do it like this. The higher you go, the deeper the stretch. So this one's kind of the opposite. Again, don't put all your weight into it. You don't want to wreck stuff. But you do want to do the stretch like every single time. Even when you're not drumming, it's good for your hands. Okay, now we're going to stretch the thumbs. We're going to go each one of the fingers individually. Sweet. Glad to hear they got the website bookmarked. I try and keep everything organized on YouTube, but it's harder to do because I create so much content. Like if you go to the video tab, the feed, it's just like 10 videos a day or whatever. If you include like the shorts and the long form and the live streams, is probably like 12 a day. But the website's the easiest way to navigate through it all. And I've had that website for 20 years now. Over 20 years. Made it my senior year of high school. And it was so I could share resources with the students that I was teaching. I had like 20 some odd private students on weekends. And which is kind of like write exercises for them to help them out with their technique chops or whatever. And I was like, I need a place where I can just easily share it. So I created my website and it had a bunch of drumming stuff on it. We're going to massage the thumb and then the fingers. But then I switched hosts and it got rid of all the emails that I had that had the copyright permissions from a bunch of like arrangers and whatnot. And because it was like several years had passed since I had asked for permission to share their sheet music with like attribution and whatnot, I had to just remove it all from my website, which was a bummer because I had like well over 1 million views, never promoted it once, just because people were sharing it. And then a couple years ago, I was finally like, I need to get back into creating drumming content. What would be better than sheet music? What about sheet music you could play along to? So then that's when I started sharing all the play-alongs, and now I do one a day. I think it started with Swung Triplet Grid. I think those will come out for the next like 20 some odd days or something like that. And then I've got a ton more technique, chop, grid variations, 2-accent grid variations, etc. Stay tuned. A new one every day. I realized when I released batches of like 20 some odd videos, people weren't a fan of that. So I was like, all right, I'll just do one a day. That's easy. Okay, I'm going to massage with the thumb inside the palm and then the fingers on the backside. And just trying to loosen everything up. So today's just going to be a chop out day, just having fun drumming. Weird concept, I know. Tomorrow I'll be working on limb independence, something I'm not very good at. Drum kit is one of those things that I have spent not a lot of time working on, so relatively speaking, that is. So I'm not great at it yet. One day. And then Wednesday I'll do some technique stuff. We're going to massage base to tip. Thursday again I'll do a drum kit stuff. And then maybe on Friday, it depends on when family gets in town, I might do another chop stream or technique stream. Or I might not. We'll see. And then I got to take a few days off. And then we'll be back streaming again. But /schedule on my website is like the way to find all of that. When I'm streaming, when I'm streaming. Like yesterday I changed it. I was like, I should do Far Cry. We'll start that. Do that for a few days in a row. Okay. Now that we've like stretched, massaged, gotten our hands nice and relaxed and whatnot, now we're actually going to play fast. Why? Because it's fun. Timestamps in all of the videos allows you to jump to a BPM. If it ends with a 0 or a 5, then it will count you off. After a little brief pause so you can get yourself situated. For the drum kit ones, it gives you that pause every single time. So when you're doing this, you want to try and make it all nice and smooth, nice and even. You don't want to have it so that when you add in a diddle that all of a sudden you're like, something like that. You don't want to have it so that it like dips down on the rolls, like, thank you for the like on TikTok. So you don't want that. You want it all nice and even. So if you're playing this and somebody like puts on earmuffs or plugs their ears and they can't hear you for whatever reason, then it should just look like you're playing a check pattern the entire time. Just at a distance, should be smooth, very robotic, which is what you don't want in drum kit. In drum kit, you want to be able to have the control to play robotically, but you want to actually sound musical. Ideally, in most scenarios, I'd say. Nice. So when my stick hit, it like, the stick somehow like got like under my thumb. It was really weird. I don't know what happened there. I'd have to like watch the instant replay of that, but it just like, boo, almost flew out of my hand. Whoops. Not what I'm going for. Okay, 170. We'll see if I can get to 200 today. My hands are feeling the fact that I've taken some time off from drumming. They're like, no, Jared, don't do that. Don't play fast. Let's see if I can do it, folks. Gonna try and go to 200. The very last BPM does not have this delay in the count off. It just immediately starts, so. On April 1st, for April Fool's Day, I should release a play along that like starts at 1,000 beats a minute. Just like this triplet diddle version, but goes from like 1,000 to 1,500 or something. Yeah, so you should see very little change in your heights, in your technique, etc. You're just going to keep playing that check pattern over and over, regardless of how fast or slow you're playing this, and try and make everything nice and even. Let's attempt to do that at 200. And it's going to count off immediately. Got a little off on the roll there. Oh well. All right, cool. Here's the inverted version. I briefly mentioned it, but let's go down to, I don't know, a nice comfy tempo. 80? Sure. Maybe? Go. Okay. Didn't jump up. Fine. Be that way, YouTube. I didn't want you to. Okay. So again, same rhythm. Whoops. I started playing the last measure instead of, the full roll. So yeah, that's the inverted diddle version. If you are so inclined to work on your diddle interpretation, this is a good way to work on it. Now, I've got some more diddle-related stuff that will be coming out in a while. Actually, let's see. I think I have it in here. Content. Show the drafts. There's some chug variations. Oh yeah, roll timing. I forgot about that. We got some double stops, 5-stroke timing, all sorts of stuff. So stay tuned for more. Let's see what else we got. More chug variations. So yeah, these will be coming out in a little while. We still got a bunch ready to go. But this one, if we take a look at it, the roll timing exercise, it's an interesting one. So it goes between so it's 4-2-1, and it has an extension from just a roll. But then it's got an inverted version of 4-2-1 every single time you do it. So it's an interesting little exercise that there's a preview of. Stay tuned for more. Always more content is broken. Go back. Go back. Okay, we're back. Now let's do some kind of a chop exercise. Something with flams. We've got quite a few in here. I really like all the different shopping spree variations. This is my favorite one. I'll probably end the stream with the VK54 spree. Blue Devil's 99. This is a fun little variation. This little measure right here, you have a book report into a puttada. So it goes digga da chut digga da ga da digga da chut digga da ga da da. It's a really interesting rhythm. And since I'm talking about it, let's just play it. Okay, so if you go into the description, you can jump to a BPM. Let's start off at a nice comfy 120. 120. Okay. Whoa. Keep hitting my stick this morning. Why, Jared? Let's go by tens. See, there's a weird little measure right here. This one. It's a fun one, though. I like it. What are we, 130? Yes. 130. Ooh, if you can't play it this fast, that's okay. Start off at 40 or whatever BPM you can play it comfortably at. A little late on the left hand there on the singles. Whoopsies. I wish there was a way to just like immediately jump to the next BPM that you want. Like, okay, YouTube, 140. And then it's like, yes, Jared, here you go. Like an Alexa for YouTube. Let's do 150. I don't know what the maximum speed's going to be this morning, but we're going to find out. Stay tuned, folks. Today's episode of Jared Hasn't Drummed in a Few Days. So I was kind of just like messing around on the top off. One of the fun things that you can do with like shopping sprees or diddle exercises, instead of playing 2 strokes, play 3 strokes. So like, instead of, or like instead of flam 5s, fun little challenge. Try flam 5s this way. I guess in this case it'd be a flam 7, but little thing that you can do if you are interested in challenging yourself to work on 3s. 160. We're definitely about to crash and burn, folks. Let's do 165. I might need to get the fire extinguisher out when my hand spontaneously combusts, but we got one right off screen, just in case. Got rough. Let's go a little faster. Let's make it rougher. But first, +7 energy, which you can find jaredoleary.com/merch. There's a bunch of mugs, actually, gaming related. They're fun. I think so, but you know, I made them, or designed them at least. Go. You can do it. Believe in yourself, YouTube. Never back down, never what? Uh-oh. There we go. Let's try that again. like threes. They're fun. Okay. Now, we're going to attempt it. Ew. Perfect. I did the alternative ending. Let's do this. So another fun thing that you can do are ghost notes. Ghost notes are where you take an accent and you fake it. So you stop yourself, but you play the grace note. So all you hear is the low note playing instead of both the low and the high on a flam. You can do this with a flam drag, like. It's a lot of fun. You can do it with like backsticking as well. Try it out sometime. Anyways, let's play something else. Something else fun. Do have a hard cutoff. I gotta make a phone call in 30 minutes precisely. Just want to make sure that I time that right. Oh, this is a fun one. Foot drags. Let's see, what did I play last time that I did this? I did something. I forget. You know what we can do? We can look under the drumming playlists at the prior streams. Why is it showing that? Not that one. This one. So in all of the descriptions, I'll add in what I worked on. Slow paradiddle with flam 5s, alternating flams, advanced stick control with filler, flam 5s. Did I not? Oh yeah, float drags with flam 5s. Okay. All of the descriptions, I'll add in what. Yeah. We don't need to hear two of me. Just one is fine. Thanks though. I appreciate you, Jared. Okay. Let's do flam drags, maybe? I think we can play this one extra fast. Woo, 190. I don't know about that one. I realized that it wasn't showing the screen. Okay, well, that's fine. Everything's fine. Let's start off at 140, and we'll go from there. We'll go up by 10s until I feel like it's about to crash and burn. Nice. 150. Yeah. 160. Go. Oh, wow. 170. Ah. It's getting there. Can feel it. Like you can see, well, you can see the veins are starting to pop a little bit. All the extra blood flow. Oh, yeah, like look at the hand. And my hands are so warm right now, especially right here on the wrist muscle. Well, the wrist bend muscle. So the muscle when you move your wrist is that one. So if you do traditional grip, it's a little different. It's actually up here where you get the rotation when you do that. See that moving? Which is different than this. Actually, that might be interesting. So depending on what kind of technique you're going to use, you're going to develop different kinds of muscles. So if you use a finger technique, you're going to be using a lot more of the tendons along here. But if you use a wrist bend technique where you're moving up and down, you're specifically going to use that muscle that you see right here. And if you do traditional grip, when you rotate, you're actually going to move the bicep up and down a little bit right here. So you're going to develop some different types of muscles depending on how you end up playing the drums. Pretty neat. Let's go. 175. Let's go up by 5s now. I think we're in the territory where it's about to crash and burn. 190 seems lofty, ambitious, like an overachiever. I don't know if we'll get there. Ew. Oh yeah. 180. Nice. 185. We're going to lower the heights a little bit so we can attempt to play this on this morning's ASMR drumming stream with me, Jared O'Leary. It's approaching that crash and burn point. One might argue I should have stopped a while ago, but we're trying to go to failure here. It's like working out. We sort of survived that. All that hyping up worked out for me. Yeah. It's perfect, no mistakes. Just because we're almost there, let's try it. But first, a piece of toast with peanut butter. Okay. Here we go. Well, that was rough. Hey, it's my face. If you want to play along to this, it goes from 40 to 200 beats a minute, and there are several different variations of the float drags. And there are almost 2,000 hours of free drumming content linked on the top of the screen. Bunch of chop stuff, technique stuff, grid variations. There's over 700 of those. Limb independence, etc., etc. Keep you busy. And me. Okay, let's do another thing. Let's play the drums. What do I want to play? What do I want to play? Do I want to do chutichuh on accents? 1-2-4 version? Sure, let's try it. Okay. So, description. And we're going to start off at 80. I'm not super familiar with this one. It just sounded kind of like a good vibe. We'll find out. Ooh, perfect. Let me break that down. That's weird. Let's slow down even more. I don't know if I'm going to chop out to this one, but it's a fun one. Maybe I'll work on this on Wednesday when I do the technique stuff. It's an interesting variation. It's the fours that are the weird part. That was weird. Yeah, maybe I'll work on this on Tuesday. Or Wednesday. I can't brain right now. Cool. Well, I found another thing to work on. Every day, always something new. Let's play... I just want to play fast today. It's been a while. Let's do Swiss drag on accents. Yeah, let's do the 1-2-4 variation, which is Swiss drag on accents. This one. 20 variations in here. Let's see, what speed did I play it at previously? You can do it! I believe in you. 120. Whew. That's brisk, baby. Let's start off at 80. Dope. So it starts out with all left Swiss drags. Rushing. Yeah! Get wrecked. 90. Little hiccups in there, but that's why I did it slower, so I could kind of refresh my brain on it. Oh yeah, that's how it goes. I added an extra accent at the end. I felt like the composer just didn't really understand their own vision, so that's why I put it there. I'm just kidding. It was a mistake. I didn't brain good right there. Let's try that again. Cool. Let's do 110. Kaboo. Ooh, headshot. Yeah. Sometimes I'll actually work on click precision so I can work on my aim training when I'm not doing aim training. Let's try 120. It's gonna be brisk, baby. Yeah. No! That was bad. We got to do that again. I'm sorry. I failed you. Unsub. Some crushed diddles there. Just because I think it would be funny. honestly went better than I thought it would. I guess we gotta go faster. Let's do it, folks. Yep, perfect. Cool. Let's do 5/4 VK, and then we'll do that a few times. And then I gotta call it because I gotta make that phone call and set up for Far Cry 6. Let's call it a 3. No, that's an old one. Okay. Actually, I'll be right back. Give me a moment. Pause. Nope. There we go. I was muted. Let's do this full screen. 5/4 VK shopping spree. My favorite. Unacceptable. Let's try that again. My brain stopped working. I swear I know how to play this one. Let's get one successful rep. Go. Double tap that. Okay, well, it's weird right now. We're just gonna ignore those first couple reps there. Let's attempt 130. Again, we're just chopping out, just having fun. It's okay making mistakes. We survived. I did survive. And now I'm going to 135. Swing and a miss. We tried. Contrafactum failed. My left hand got to the last line and was like, nope, we're done. All right. Since my left hand called it quits, you could find this play along and hundreds more. Link at the top of the screen, jaredoleary.com/drum. I should probably play through some of these sometime on stream. There's a bunch of marching-based permutations and whatnot. And if you are curious what tips I recommend for drumming, if you go to the lesson section, this is where I excerpt out all of the little drumming tips and just shorts and whatnot, and you can find all of those, like how to practice anywhere, or what slow paradiddle with cheeses looks like, or one way to get better is stop focusing on others, or my favorite shopping spree. Actually, I just played that. Hint, or stretch routine, etc. So you can find all those. There's 700 videos, plenty of stuff to keep you busy, keep you informed, entertained, etc. And if you want to see what kind of books I recommend, if you go into the lessons section and click on books, this takes you to the percussion section of my gear page that has the games I played, the types of foot pedals I'm using, all that fun stuff. So if you're curious, you can find a bunch of books. Like, since I was doing rudimental stuff, here are some rudimental books that I recommend. Some great stuff on there. These are affiliate links, most of them are. So I get around 4% back from, like, Amazon. Yeah, so thank you for everybody who has used the affiliate link so far. It does help me out. Every little bit helps. But yeah, these are the pads I'm using. I got a pad on top of a pad on top of a pad, because I'm a drummer, you know. And then the sticks I'm using the Hardiman Chop building sticks, which are called the Ralph Hardiman Hammer sticks. They are fantastic for building up your chops. They're extra heavy. They're like the normal Hardimans, but beefier. But cool. I appreciate everybody stopping by. I gotta make a phone call, and then I'm gonna get set up for some Far Cry 6. Yeah! So you can find all the gaming stuff at /game instead of going to /drum. Like, I released an Undertale video last week. I should most likely release the Kill It With Fire video this week, later on. Stay tuned. We'll see. That's the plan, at least. I was editing that last night. But yeah, we're going to be doing some Far Cry 6. And that's going to get intense, because, you know, it's a Far Cry game. But I'm going to call it here. Thank you again, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And